Hello students, welcome to AriserTalent. I'm your maths teacher Arpita Sharma. Students, we are studying this chapter arithmetic progression. Okay, so starting with writing the name of my chapter, which is arithmetic progression. We'll cut it short. AP, right? Okay, so we have completed probably most of the portion, actually all of the portion, and we were doing some numericals, right? So today's question is, we are just going to finish this chapter, conclude this chapter in today's lecture. Okay, so the question, right? In this question, you have to use that particular even number assumption. Okay, what I've told you, if you have to assume four numbers, then what will they be? That will be a plus d, a minus d, a plus 3d and a minus 3d. These will be the four numbers you will be assuming. Okay, and one more thing we will be using here, that the nth term will be a plus n minus 1d. These are the formulas and concept you are very familiar with because we have revised this at least 2 or 3 times in our lecture. Okay, so in this question that I am going to write here, we will use these things. Okay, so the question is, find the four numbers in AP, that means arithmetic progression, if the sum of the four numbers is 50. This is one, and the highest number is 4 times than the lowest. You can say the greatest number is 4 times than the smallest number, right? Okay. So now with the solution, lowest number, you can say the least. Okay, alright. So now with the concept, I've told you we have to use two concepts here, right? The first one is, look what the question is saying, find the four numbers in AP. Four numbers are in AP. So let the four numbers, step by step we are doing, four numbers be, what will be the four numbers? A plus 3d, a minus d, a plus d, a minus d and a minus 3d. Okay, now it's saying the sum of the four number is 50. That means this plus this plus this plus this is equal to 50, right? So a plus 3d plus a plus d plus a minus d plus a minus 3d equals to 150, not 150, 50, given. Let's suppose it's given and it's named as equation 1. Okay, so this is first term, second term, third term and the fourth one, right? So here 3d cancel, d minus d cancel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4a is equals to 50, 4a equals to 50 implies that a equals to 25 by 2, isn't it students, right? A equals to 25 by 2. This is one. This is, we have solved till this point with the information, with the first information. Now the second information, the yellow one, that the highest number, the 4 times greater than the lowest. Now the highest number or greatest number equals to what? A plus 3D, because something is added to A and 3 times the difference. So that will be the greatest number, and that will be the least number. Okay, so this is the greatest number and this is the least number. Greatest number is A plus 3D, least number will be A minus 3D. Now what it is saying, that it is 4 times, the greatest number is 4 times least number. This implies A plus 3D will be equals to 4 times this A minus 3D. Okay, so let's calculate the value. We are having the value of A here, so we'll calculate the value of D from here, right? So from here we'll be having A plus 3D equals to 4A minus 12D, right? Here we transposing it, 12 here will be having 12D plus 3D, that will be 15D here, and 4A minus of A, 3A, right? So we are having value of A, so we'll be having value of D from here. Okay, so value of D is equals to 3A upon 15, right? So that will be A by 5, D equals to A by 5, or you can say that A equals to 5D, right? Okay, note it. Okay, noted. Now we are having these two values, A equals to 25 by 2 and D equals to A by 5. Now value of A is what? Already 25 by 2. So we can say that A equals to 25 by 2 multiplied by 1 by 5 equals to 5 by 2, right? So D equals to 5 by 2 is the value here, right? Now I am going to rub this. Okay, we are having A equals to 25 by 2 and D equals to 5 by 2, right? So now the values will be, what values we have assumed? A plus 3D, A plus D, A minus D, right, and A minus 3D. So we are just putting the values here. A 25 by 2 plus 3D, 3 into 5 by 2, right? Okay, then next value 25 by 2 plus D, 5 by 2, then A minus D, this is 25 by 2 minus 5 by 2, and then 25 by 2 minus 3 multiplied by 5 by 2. These are the values. Now that will be 25, that will be 15. So 25 by 2 plus 15 by 2, 25 and 15, 5, 5, 0, 3, 4. So 40 by 2 basically. Okay, so the value will be 40 by 2 will be 20. Okay, the second value 25 plus 5 is 30, 30 by 2, 15. Okay. The third value 25 minus 5 is 20, 20 by 2 is what? 10. Okay, then 25 and 15, 5 and 3 is 15. So 25 minus 15 is 10. Now 10 by 2 is 5. So these will be the 5 values. Okay, now the least value is 5. right, and the highest value is 20. Now you can also relate this, that 4 multiply by 5, that is 4 times the least value is what? 20, which is the greatest value, right. So this will be your answer. This will be your answer, student. Okay, note it. Right. Now with the second question, okay, so the next question is, if the pth term of an AP is Q and qth term of that AP is P. Pth term of that AP is Q and qth term of that AP is P, then prove that P plus Q plus N is the nth term of the AP, of that AP. This is your question now. Okay. So we'll go with a simple formula here. We'll go with a simple formula here, and what's our formula? Tn equals to A plus N minus 1 multiply by D. This is the simple formula for the general term of any AP. Got it? Okay. Now, let Tn equals to A plus N minus 1 D. Tn is general term. Given qth term equals to P. Now this implies that qth term, that means Tp, Tq, that is, right. So Tq will be equals to what? Will replace N by Q. Okay. So A plus Q minus 1 D. Now qth term of AP is what? P. Okay. So P. This is equals to P. This is our equation 1. Okay. Now for the second equation, the P term of an AP is Q. Then Pth term equals to Q. That means Tp, and Tp is equals to what, student? Tp is nothing but AP, A plus P minus 1 D, D equals to Q, right? And that will be assumed as equation second. Now what will you do? You will just subtract this equation from this, right? So by 1 minus 2. Subtract these two equations. This is the first one. A plus Q minus 1 D equals to P. Subtract it with A plus P minus 1 D equals to Q. So if you are going to subtract it, this will be minus here, and this will be minus here. So that will be cut. Okay. Now this is Q minus 1 D minus P minus 1 D equals to P minus Q, isn't it? Now from here we will be getting QD minus D minus PD plus D equals to P minus Q. Okay. Now this D will cut. Okay. D will be cut. Now you can take D common from here. and you will be taking this d common. D common will be having q minus p here and p minus q here. Look in here in this term, p minus q is common. So, d will be from here equals to what? Minus 1. So, this implies that d equals to minus 1. So, we are having value of d equals to minus 1, and now this is the good news because we have to solve this a plus n minus 1 d. Now, we are getting this d and that term we have to find out. So, what we are remaining with? A. So, just pick any equation, any of the equation. I am picking second equation. By equation 1 or maybe 2. Okay. So, second equation, a plus p minus 1 d equals to q. Now, you are having d equals to minus 1, put the value of minus 1 here. A plus p minus 1 d, that is d equals to minus 1, right. So, minus 1 equals to q. This implies that a plus, this is p multiply by, so that will be minus p, okay, and minus 1. So, plus 1 equals to q. Okay, so value of a will become q plus p minus 1. This is the value of a. You are getting the value of d and the value of a. Okay, you are having the value of a and d. Now, what you are waiting for? Just put the values in general term. So, Tn equals to a. A is what? Q plus p minus 1 plus n minus 1 d, which is minus 1, will become p plus q minus 1 plus, not minus n. Okay, so minus n and plus 1. Now, this minus 1 plus 1 will be cancelled out. Okay, now this value, look here, this value will become, where should I write? Should I rub this? Okay, should I rub this particular? Okay, so here I am getting the Tn, that means the nth term equals to q plus p minus n. Okay, minus n it is. Let's look at the equation. We have done it correctly or not? P plus q minus 1, p plus q minus 1 minus n plus 1. Okay, just a minute. No, basically this question we have written this plus sign wrongly here. Okay, that will be minus. So, that will be the term you have to prove that the nth term of this AP will be p plus q minus n. So, here it is proven, implies that nth term of AP is p plus q minus n. Okay, it's proved. Note this. Okay, so in today's lecture we covered 2 quick questions. Okay, on the basis of the theory we have studied earlier, and I think we have done sufficient number of questions for this particular chapter. We'll meet in next chapter in the next lecture. Okay, and don't forget to watch the summary of this chapter, and this may have a wonderful question lecture also. Okay, so enjoy that and have a good day. Bye bye.